To build anything that truly lasts, it takes time.
In a state is to ensure that law and order is maintained. They are tasked with keeping the anti-society elements in check. But it seems under the MK Stalin government in Tamil Nadu, cops have become the judge, the jury and the executioner. In yet another incident that exposes the high-handedness of the police, a security guard was arrested on charges of theft and was killed while he was in the custody. A video has now emerged and civil clothes brutally assaulting Ajit. And here you can see in this particular video that I'm talking about. There you can see these are cops in civil clothes and they are assaulting Ajit. Now, even as he's pleading for mercy, the policemen can be seen landing one blow after another on the accused. While the FIR had claimed Ajit died of epilepsy after falling while trying to escape from the custody, the video and the autopsy report have nailed the police's lies. 6 policemen have been placed under suspension, out of which 5 have been arrested and charged for murder. The Sivaganga SP has been put under compulsory wait list and a judicial inquiry has now been ordered in this particular case. Let's now tell you a little bit more about this story. The Stalin government, viewers, is facing major backlash in the state, no less from the Madras High Court itself. Let's tell you a little bit about how the High Court has pulled up Stalin government. Why was inquiry not held inside the police station? Apart from that, do the CCTV cameras in the police station work or not? And there is a reason why these points have been made, and I'll come to that in just a bit. Why was the SP placed under compulsory wait list? Apart from that, the job of the police, High Court has said, is only to investigate and not assault. Why were these cops assaulting somebody that they had picked up on the charges of theft is the big question. Wrap 5. Complaint against 6 police personnel. Why is their case only against the 5 of them? So these are some of the points that have been made. High Court has in fact pulled up Stalin government. Now, despite all the uproar, viewers, the Chief Minister, MK Stalin, is patting the back of his police force. He says action and arrests were made immediately. In fact, DMK's political opponents have also upped the ante. Before we get to the reactions of the opposition in Tamil Nadu, let's listen in to what the DMK had to say.
தகவல் தெரிஞ்ச உடனே நடவடிக்கை எடுத்தாச்சு, கைது பண்ணியாச்சு. இன்னைக்கு கூட மேலதிகாரி நடவடிக்கை எடுத்திருக்கிறோம்.
So this was the first reaction we got of the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, MK Stalin. Now coming to DMK's political opponents. Now they have upped the ante against the state government, accusing them of covering up as far as this particular case is concerned. TVK Chief Vijay has also condemned the custodial death, seeking a probe by SIT, Special Investigation Team, and that too under the supervision of the High Court. Now he has also called on the Chief Minister to release a white paper on the number of custodial deaths that have taken place in his state during his term. Now BJP State Chief also has shot a letter to the NHRC demanding an independent probe into this matter. Listen in.
It is a custodial murder. It is a cold-blooded murder by the police force, the policemen themselves. They have taken law into their own hands and there is no denial in it. And we have filed a case and it has been listed. It is underway right now and we will wait for an outcome of the case. Probably yes, we seek a CBI inquiry on the same. And the outcome of this court will determine our next course of action. But we will not rest until the justice has been given to Ajit Kumar and his...
This has been happening all across India. And in fact, in Tamil Nadu, after my government has come to power, such incidences have been drastically reduced in comparison to the previous regime. That doesn't mean that we are trying to absolve ourselves from the blame. For 100,000 people, the number of police officers in India is 130 to 150 in comparison to other countries, Western countries, where there are about 400 policemen for about 100,000 people, which has also to do with the stress and other related issues, for which my government has also taken a lot of efforts to de-stress the police officers.
Not just that, viewers, even DMK's ally, Congress, is now seeking answers from the Stalin government. Congress MP Karthi Chidambaram, who represents the Sivaganga constituency, says police's actions show their crude brutality and the officers involved must be held responsible. What's even more concerning is how frequently police crosses the red line, especially in the state of Tamil Nadu. Ever since DMK came to power in 2021, viewers, there have been confirmed 24 cases of custodial deaths. Let me now go across to my colleague Dharini, who is joining us live right now for more on this. Dharini, this is absolutely shocking. There have been about 24 custodial deaths in the state of Tamil Nadu itself, and yet look at the audacity of DMK netas saying that, this happens everywhere in the country. It's not just specific to Tamil Nadu. Can that be the justification?
Well, definitely the justification coming in from the DMK Neta here is not acceptable at all. Because the opposition parties in Tamil Nadu, be it the BJP or the ADMK, they've been claiming that ever since the DMK came to power in 2021, so far 24 to 25 custodial deaths have happened in Tamil Nadu, and in most of these cases the inquiry has reached nowhere. Nobody knows what is the status of these inquiries, and the conviction rate is also very less. That is the complaint that we're looking at from the opposition parties. But of course, on the other hand, the DMK is telling that this is something that is happening across the country, not only in Tamil Nadu, and that in Tamil Nadu, they are in fact right now trying to de-stress the police personnel. The police personnel are facing a lot of stress, and they're trying to de-stress the police officials and personnel. Is the justification coming in from the DMK, which looks far away from being acceptable. And as far as the hearing in the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court is concerned, right now the judges in the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court, they are coming down heavily on the police department and the state government. The judges have told that the state has killed one of its own citizens. So this is a very strong remark coming in from the Madurai bench. They state that the state has killed one of its own citizens, and that the action that is being taken by the state government after this incident came to light, that is not sufficient. That looks like a complete eyewash is what the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court has to say. So very strong remarks coming in from the justices S.M. Subramanian and Maria Cleet. They tell that the autopsy report of Mr. Ajit Kumar, the deceased Ajit Kumar, it shows almost 44 injuries all over his body, and these are all brutal injuries, brutal attacks that were inflicted upon him by the police personnel. He's been brutally beaten black and blue by the police department, and the action that has been taken now by the Tamil Nadu government post this incident came to light, that is not enough, that is not sufficient. This looks just like an eyewash. Altogether, the outset of the matter is that the state of Tamil Nadu has killed one of its own citizens, is what the Madurai bench has to say. So definitely strong remarks coming in from the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court. And as we already stated, the SP of that particular district, Sivaganga, Ashish Rawat, has been placed under compulsory wait list by the Home Department, and 5 police personnel they got arrested so far in connection with this case, and the case has been transferred to CBCID. So despite all these actions, the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court clearly states that these actions are not sufficient, they are insufficient, and these look like an eyewash. So let's wait and see how
very strong words being used by Madurai bench of the Madras High Court, Dharini. As you've been telling us, such horrific incidents should never happen. A state has killed its own citizen. There are possibilities of evidence being destroyed as well. So some very scathing remarks being made by the Madurai bench. But also important to note here, Dharini, is that DMK's own ally, Congress, also seems to be raising questions on what happened this time in Tamil Nadu.
Well, Congress MP, from Sivaganga, the the same constituency in which this incident happened, Karthi Chidambaram, he has put a series of tweets, condemning this incident. He is telling that this incident is nothing but, a display of police brutality, and the police department must immediately bring in some reforms, inside the functioning of its department is what Karthi Chidambaram has to say. And this is all the more important because, as I told, Karthi Chidambaram is the MP of Sivaganga parliamentary constituency. It is under his parliamentary constituency limits this incident has come to light. This incident has taken place. So his statement carries more weight than usual this time, and he is calling this incident nothing short of police brutality because earlier we saw a viral video in which the deceased Ajit Kumar, he was seen kneeling down. He is struggling to remain balanced, remain stable, and the police personnel, 4 to 5 of them, they are surrounding him and beating him black and blue.
Well, yes, we all have seen those shocking visuals. Thank you, Pardi, for the moment for joining us with your inputs on this particular story. Let's now move on and talk about another big story of the day. Now, viewers, the lens is on the INDIA model of governance from Tamil Nadu to Himachal Pradesh. Shocking incidents have been reported. Himachal Pradesh Panchayati Raj Minister Anirudh Singh Rana was on Tuesday booked for assaulting an official from NHAI, which is the National Highways Authority of India, Ajit Jindal, during a site inspection where a 5-storied residential building collapsed. This is the latest update coming in. We have Poonam joining us live right now for more on this. Poonam, I believe the Union Transport Minister, Road and Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari has also now reacted.
Yeah, obviously Nitin Gadkari has also tweeted, and again, even I was talking to spokesperson of Congress party on this matter. He said that we are getting letters from the centre government to take an action also, but he did not even clearly mention what happened. When I asked him that what exactly happened at the site, he said that I do not have any information. I was calling Panchayati Raj Minister Anirudh Singh also. He's not receiving the call from government side. We are not exactly getting what really happened, but the incident is really very serious because NHAI officer Ajit Jindal, who has been brutally assaulted by Anirudh Singh and his goons present over there when they were having meeting in a closed room of one of the resident of the building where they had a meeting, where the building has collapsed yesterday, and even live streams were surfaced and people were gathered over there. They were really they had put in allegations on four land authorities that NHAI is not doing proper work. They're not cutting, has not been scientifically. But
all right, thank you, Poonam, for the moment for joining us with your inputs on this story. We'll keep coming back to you for more on this. Heading into another very, very short break. Back with lots more. Stay with us.